The political drama this weekend unfolded in Kajiado on Friday. You know, in Kenyan politics, every weekend without fail, there must be a small kadrama. Upende usipende, kadrama lazima. But I must quickly add, this drama of this past weekend was off the charts. Yeah. Now picture the following situation. You're a couple, and then it emerges that the President of the Republic of Kenya is going to visit your home. How would you react? I'll tell you, because I know Kenyans very well. It will be such a great honor that you'll hear stories among some couples. Unajua hao neighbors wanijui vizuri. Wamekuwa wakinionyesha madharau kidogo kidogo. Hii weekend, motorcade ikipark hapa nyumbani kwangu, presidential motorcade, watajua mimi ni nani. You get the gist. But hold on a minute. What about if it is the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya visiting your home? In ordinary circumstances, that would also be a great honor. But then in Kenya currently, my friends, we are not living in ordinary circumstances. In fact, we're in very, very extraordinary, bizarre, strange circumstances. And that is the truth. We have a deputy president, yes, but officially, not really. I'm telling you, hii drama iko Kenya. Because for instance, how do you explain to your friend, yeah, they pick up the newspapers or they see the story online, somebody wants to take the deputy president to court for trespassing at their home. How do you explain to them? Because the first question they'll ask you, is this story true? Yes. Is this man really the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya? And then you also say yes. Then the next question they ask you, you'll have no answer. Because they'll ask you, then what is the problem? How do you answer that question? It is a long story. That's all you can tell them. What? Now, unfortunately, this brings up another issue, a very thorny issue of women politicians and their husbands. Indeed, in a separate video, I'm going to talk about a very dramatic political situation and also family matter situation that occurred when the vice president, due to a domestic problem, confused the vice presidential escort, her security detail. Just look out for that video. Anyway, the Kajiado East legislator, Peris Tobiko, is a very unique Kenyan politician because she was the very first woman from the very traditional and conservative Maasai community to be elected a member of parliament. She achieved this milestone in the 2013 elections. And she won re-election easily in 2017. And recently she made a decision to join the UDA party, Deputy President William Samoei Ruto's UDA party, in preparation for 2022, when she'll be vying for governor of Kajiado. So far, so good. Now, you know the UDA party, has already emerged as a kind of party that always wants to dramatize, over-dramatize. I know politicians dramatize, but they tend to over-dramatize events like defections or people joining their party. They make it a very big deal. And so Peris Tobiko was no exception. And she invited the UDA gang into a homestead in Kajiado. And I'm sure the husband knew about this function. Yeah? How do I know? Unless the man had left the planet for Mars, was away from the planet altogether, how would he have failed to know? It was publicized. Even if he doesn't follow the news, I'm sure his friends must have told him. Anyway, Deputy President William Samoei Ruto and the UDA guys arrive at Honorable Tobiko's homestead. And then as the meeting is going on, her husband, Kshs Olesuji, arrives at the gate of his homestead. And he says the meeting has to be stopped immediately because he did not approve it and is the owner of the homestead. And so, of course, the deputy president's security boys just look at him and tell him, I'm sorry, that's not possible. Yes, this is your homestead, but you can't enter. Wait until the meeting ends. And so what does Mrs. Tobiko's husband do? He rushes to Isinya police station, files a complaint. The press are called to create another drama, bigger than the one UDA were creating, receiving a defector. In front of TV cameras, looking very serious, very annoyed, Bwana Olesuji promises Kenyans that he is going to sue the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya for trespass on his private property. Now, of course, those of us who are curious would like to ask themselves, what happened at the homestead of Honorable Peris Tobiko that evening when the meeting was over and when husband and wife were at home together once again? Did they quarrel? Or did they give each other high fives? Good acting. Nollywood would have been proud. Oh yes, because this is politics. Now I know we have many people who have ideas which are just out of this world. So let me just pose a direct question to you. In case you're married, and even if you're not yet married, answer this simple question. Is it possible for your wife to plan something at your house and you're not aware? Leave alone hosting the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Weke yo kando. No. Just hosting something, a baby shower or a small party. Is that really possible? And it doesn't matter how close your relationship is. Is that possible? This is what I think happened. Everything was okay. The meeting was going to take place. And then Bwana Olesuji, the husband to the legislator, received a call. What is this I'm hearing going on in your house? Please tell me it's not true that Team Tangatanga are there today. Then Bwana Suji, yes, I'm afraid it is true. It is my wife's function. Are you crazy? Apana, iwezekani. Go and stop that function immediately. Something like that. Now, I hope you're not holding your breath, waiting for the Deputy President to be arraigned in court, charged with trespass. I sincerely hope you're not, because you may hold your breath for a long time. I think this was just about political embarrassment. And you can score points by politically embarrassing your opponent. That happens. And I'm not a supporter of the deputy president. I'm neutral. Although many of you don't believe, I'm neutral. And I'm saying what I'm saying, seated very comfortably on my neutral seat. In my opinion, that was a move in bad taste. I believe it was wrong to embarrass the Kajiado East legislator, Peris Tobiko, Mrs. Olesuji. In politics, there are certain lines you should never cross. Like that of ingiliering a couple, and embarrassing them. Because make no mistake about it, based on what I know about the Maasai culture, Bwana Kishanto Olesuji has also been greatly embarrassed. Because his Maasai friends will ask him, hii ni nini nasikia? Ati mama alifanya kitu na wewe hujui? Ndani ya nyumba yako? Ndani ya boma yako? Wewe Maasai kweli? Etc. etc. It was unnecessary. No need. They should have just allowed the defection to take place and kept the husband out of all these manenos, out of dirty politics. Because Bwana Olesuji is not a politician. Family members of politicians should be at all times protected from dirty politics. But sadly in Kenya, we have no such rules. You have a political misunderstanding with an opponent, and now you're even attacking their family members, their children, their daughter, their wife. I'm telling you, hapa Kenya, watu hawana adabu. Very bad. I'm just wondering what kind of mothers brought up some of our politicians. Now, a very interesting scenario is developing in Kajiado County, because the current governor, Joseph Jama Olelenku, His Excellency, is going to face very stiff competition if he's interested in retaining his gubernatorial seat. And it is not only Mrs. Peris Tobiko Olesuji who wants a seat. There are many other politicians very interested in being the next governor of Kajiado. Olelenku, the current governor. That name rings a bell, doesn't it? Oh yes. That is the guy most Kenyans call the burning mattresses guy. You remember there was a terror attack in Westlands a few years ago. I believe it was 2014. And when Kenyans were very anxious to know what was going on, this man was the CS, Interior. And with a straight face, he told the press, including the international press, that the smoke that Kenyans were seeing, bellowing from the top of that building that had been taken over by terrorists, was the terrorists burning mattresses. Nakwambia, the Westgate affair, and that has stuck on the minds of Kenyans. The burning mattresses governor. The governor, of course, is firmly in Team Keleweke, firmly supporting Raila Odinga, and is receiving a lot of backing and support from Peris Tobiko's older brother, Keraiko Tobiko, the former DPP, who has also made it very clear that he does not support his sister's stand as far as the 2022 presidential elections are concerned. And that even as Peris Tobiko defects to UDA, she's alone. The brother is firmly in Team Keleweke. Nakwambia hii siasa ya Kenya. Until next time, this is Kshs. Kumekucha.